Hello everybody, I am Manu and I am the creator of Macalaoshi Flashcards. First of all, thank you so much for downloading Macalaoshi Flashcards, an app that I made with a lot of love, hoping that it will help a lot of people that are currently learning Chinese. So, excuse me for my English, it's not my first language. What is Macalaoshi Flashcards? So, Maca is actually my mom, which is a Chinese teacher, and Laoshi means teacher in Chinese. So Macalaoshi means teacher Maca. So the main purpose of the game is to overcome these difficulties and challenges of learning Chinese. And in a metaphorical way, I made a game. The main objective of the app is to collect characters and level them up. We level them up by answering them correctly in challenges and fighting the bosses, and to defeat the Empress, which is the main villain of the game. So let's get started. The first thing that you will see is the login page. Here you will have to create a new user. You can do it by signing up with Gmail, which is the most recommended since you don't have to remember a password. And also if you are in Apple, in iPhones, you can do it with Apple ID. So once you enter, here you will see Lily, the main character. Well, she's not the main character, we are the main character. She's our partner in this adventure. And she will always be there waiting for us to come back and to save the world from the Empress by studying Chinese. Yeah. Okay, at first glance, it might seem like a lot of buttons, but I will show you and explain to you what every button does, and you will see that it's actually very comprehensive and simple. There are 4 main buttons that we are going to be using most of the time, which are these 4. The first one, which says recommended start here, it's actually the story mode. Once you enter, you will see that there are different chapters that you can complete. You just click on them and there you have the story. There she is, Lily, waiting for us, because there's a prophecy that says that someone from outside of this world will come and save it. And that someone is you, the student, the one who has the power to recognize characters. I will not spoil it further, so I will close this. You have the challenges, which are the different bosses of the game, which are named with this theme of crossing different landscapes, like cross the forest, cross the sea. So the first boss is cross the forest, that we cannot do because we need to first complete the first steps. So the first objective is to collect the Hanzi from Unit 1. In order to do that, let me show you the second button that we are going to use most, which is collect characters. You will see that there are different levels, which are kind of ordered by difficulty and based on the HSK exams in some sort of way. Not exactly, but sort of. So we learn level 1, and then we have the different units. So I have to correct this. It says Unidad 1, which is in Spanish. I had to change that. Okay, so we enter Unit 1, and we can see all the Hanzi that we will be able to learn in this unit. So we press enter unit and we have the flashcards. In here, the idea is to try to recognize the character. We can flip the characters to see their pinyin, which is the way we pronounce it, and the meaning. We also have a button here to hear the pronunciation. And then if we actually know the character, we can hit know it. And if we don't know it, we just press don't know it. So in this case we press know it, and as you see it says added to collection. I will show it to you in a minute what is our collection. If we don't know the character, we just press don't know it and we will go to the next one. I call this mode of learning flashcard mode, where we only need to press know it or don't know it to advance, and that doesn't really take a lot of thinking to do. This will not earn us XP points. Up here we have this XP level bar, which is the 水平. 水平 means level in Chinese. So this bar represents our player's level. In order to earn XP, we need to answer them under multiple choice modes. We have these 3 buttons in purple, which are the quiz pinyin. If we press them, we have the Hanzi up here, and the 4 options are in pinyin Then we have the quiz translation, where all the options are in English, and we have the quiz 汉字. It is the opposite of the other modes. We have in here the English word or the pinyin, and in the options we have the 汉字. So if we answer this correctly, which is in multiple choice, we will earn an XP point. That is the way we collect characters. We can press the quit button to leave this mode, or just scrolling up, we can go back to the menu. Here you can see that these orange buttons, which I call them the practice button, are known, review, and confirm. In known, we will see all the characters that we press know it or we answer correctly will go to this button. And all the characters that we press don't know it or we answered incorrectly will go to review and confirm. These two buttons are essentially the same button, but the idea is to give us two opportunities to learn them. So the first goal is to collect all the hanzi from Unit 1. So let us do that first. After we ended the unit, we have the option to go back to the menu or to restart the unit, and we have the next unit button to go to the next unit. We will just hit quit and go back. So here we can see that now known there are 10 characters and we can practice them here. We can do that by the flashcard mode, which won't give us XP, so there's not much of an incentive to do that. Instead, we can answer them in the multiple choice. And here you will see Lily appear. She will help us in a lot of ways. Since this is a practice mode, she won't help us that much. If we press her, she will eliminate one incorrect option, so we have only 3 to answer. We go back and we have the review and confirm button. If we press them, we will go and see all the characters that we pressed on don't know it or that we have answered incorrectly. Here we can practice them, try to recognize them, and if we do, we press know it, or if we want a bit of a challenge, we can actually hit the multiple choice options. We can use Lily and we can try our best at recognizing the character. Okay, very well. So we hit quit or we just scroll up, and as you can see, review is done. We don't have any more characters in the review button. We have the confirm, which is exactly the same as review. Another opportunity to review and confirm, in this case, that we learned the character. So we also have the My Collection button, which will show us all the characters that we have added to the collection recently, and this little number in here is the level of the character. The idea is to level them up, and I will show you that in a minute. Also, we have here the type of the word, like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and so on. And we can press them to see the pinyin or the meaning. The more levels that we will have in each character will represent like the mastery that we have on those characters. The higher the level, it means that the more times we have answered them correctly and the more comfortable we feel by recognizing them. It is a very beautiful mechanic here. Okay, so that is my collection. We will come back here later. Till now we have seen the flashcard mode, which is to answer know it or don't know it. We saw the multiple choice mode. If we answer in that mode, we will earn an XP point. But to level up our characters, the only way to do that is with the level up button or the story challenges. Basically, by doing challenges, we level up our characters, our hanzi. If we press here, we can see a lot of different challenges. The one that we are going to use the most is the classic challenge. So in the classic challenge, we will have to answer 10 hanzi characters from our collection at random. So we won't know which 10 characters are going to appear for us to answer. If we answer them incorrectly, we will lose the character from the collection. So yeah, the challenges are not just a walk through the park. We actually have to pay attention. If we lose the character from our collection, we will have to go again to collect character and add it back to our collection. And it will start at level 0. And if we complete the challenge, we will earn a streak. So the streaks are very important because they will help us during the boss battles. We can only earn 1 streak per day. So if we finish one today, we will have to wait till next day to earn another one. And you may be asking yourself, what if I don't do a challenge within 24 hours? Well, in that case, you will lose all your streaks. No, I'm just kidding. It was designed to be that way, but I felt that it just didn't have any purpose. Unlike Duolingo, you will lose all your streaks. Well, in my game, since these are my rules, if you don't do a challenge within 1 day, you just don't add a streak that day, but you won't lose all your streaks. So with that clear, let us start the challenge. We will always have to answer in multiple choice mode. We can mute the music if you want. Don't do it. I made the music myself, so it's more fun. You have the lives here, and you also have the time here. Lily, since there are things at risk here, she will help us more. If we press her, she will actually eliminate 2 options instead of 1. And if we answer them correctly, we will earn 1 XP. In challenge modes and bosses, we will have different types of cards, like the silver card, which will level up our characters by 2 if we answer them correctly. As you can see, there is another one, and we can also encounter with the gold card, which will level up our characters by 5. We should take our time here answering them. Okay, I will be quick since I only have 10 seconds. If we incorrectly answer one, I will show you what happens next. And the last one. Okay, we are in time. Okay, that was a rush. We will see our challenge results in here, how many levels did each of the characters that we answered leveled up, and which characters we answered wrong and we actually lost from the collection. We can see that known says 9 instead of 10. And now if we go to my collection, we will see all the characters that leveled up and by how many levels, and which characters we lost. That is the way that we leveled up our characters. The idea is to collect more characters from the units, level them up with the challenges, and progress in the story. We will see that we have completed 2 out of the 3 steps, which are collect the character from unit 1, complete a classic challenge, and we still have one more step to complete, which is collect 20 characters or more in order to unlock the first boss. So we're going to do that real quick. Let me choose a unit with a lot of words. Remember that you can listen to the pronunciation and answer them in multiple choice. This will always give you XP, and that we have 1 streak. We already completed a streak today, so we have to wait till next day, wait 12 hours to add another one. And we have the Hanzi one, which is the most interesting because we have all the options in Hanzi. And in this mode, which is collect characters, we won't have Lily with us. It is meant for us to use more the flashcard mode here. Okay, once we complete it, we can go back. And now, as you can see, we have 25 in our collections. If we go to my collection, I can see all the characters that I have added. And if we go back to story mode, we see that the first steps is in green. It means that we have completed it. And we can access the Cross the Forest challenge. These are like the bread and butter of the game. The main thing about the game is to defeat the different bosses. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that once we defeat the boss, we will earn a badge. So if we defeat Cross the Forest, we will earn the Forest badge, and we can see that in our collection. In this challenge, we will have 4 minutes and 3 lives to complete it. And if we fail, if we answer a character incorrectly, we will lose a character at random from our collection. You may be asking why, since in the challenges we only lose the characters that we answer incorrectly. Why do we now lose a character at random? Well, the reason is that in the challenge mode, you only have to answer the characters that are in your collection. But in the bosses, they will attack you with like the different units. So maybe you don't have all the characters from those units. That's the reason why if you answer one incorrectly, the most obvious punishment is to lose a character at random, so that every mistake will hurt more. And if we press on view all, we can actually see that the boss will attack us with a pool of 90 different characters that can appear. It will show to us in orange which characters that we have in our collection and the level of those characters. The idea is to have most of them or all of them in orange before we fight the boss. Okay, that's my recommendation. I will not do it this way, just to show you how boss challenges are. Don't do this at home. If we are ready, let's cross the forest. Okay, the first thing we see is that we have the 3 lives, we have the boss HP bar, we have the time, we have the remaining characters, which are 90. If we, for some reason, answer all of the 91 and we haven't defeated the boss, we will lose the challenge. Yeah, we have to defeat them before answering all of the characters from the pool. So, the idea of the boss challenge is to make the HP bar go to 0. And in order to do that, every answer will damage the boss. Down here we can see the damage box, which gives us information of how much damage we're going to do to the boss by answering this character. It says that this character is at level 0 in our collection. This means that we either haven't collected this character yet, or we just collected it and haven't leveled it up. In this case, I haven't collected. Okay, and then we have the Shui Ping. This is why Shui Ping is very important, our player's level. It will deal 5 points of damage for each Shui Ping that we have. This means that the more Shui Ping we have, the better. And then we have the streaks damage. Every streak that we have will deal 1% more damage to the boss. So the more streaks we have, the more damage we are going to do. What is the point of all of this? It means that the more we study, the more we level up our characters, the more characters we collect, the more Shui Ping we have, and the more streaks we have, the more damage we're going to do to the boss. So basically, the more we study, the more stronger we become, and the more closer we will be able to defeat the boss. And that is the beauty of the game. But first, let me play and show it to you how it's, how it goes. So here Lily will help us by eliminating 2 options, and she will only be able to do this 3 times each battle. Here Lily lit up in blue. This means that she can help us by giving us more time. Okay, here we have a silver character. It means that it will level up this character by 2 levels. Only if we have this character in our collection. Since we don't have it, we won't. But 9, Joe, we have in our collection, so if we answer this correctly, it will actually level up our character. We have teacher, and now Lily is in red. This means she will give us more damage. So every 5 characters we respond correctly, we can choose a power up. These are at random. I will choose one because I will run out of time. We can choose more time, more damage. It depends on what we need. Okay, give us more time. We have the difficult characters, which are pinyin choices, and we have to actually choose the correct pinyin. This is the most difficult type of card. Give me more time because we don't have time. So as you can see, there are different types of card. This is the absorb damage. This will actually won't deal any damage to the boss. It will actually instead heal the boss. We have the critical damage, which will double the damage, so 24. Okay, this is the gain time card. If we answer it correctly, we will earn 20 seconds. And okay, 30 seconds. I needed that. Okay. What happens if we answer incorrectly? So let me just make a mistake here. I will lose at random a character, in this case Chi number 7. I have a gold card, so this will give me 5 levels if I actually own this character in my collection. If I don't, it just won't level up any character. So then every 20 characters that we respond correctly, we actually don't have a power up, we have a punishment. We have to choose one of the 3 punishments at random, so I will receive a hit here. I think we won't be able to make this out. Yeah, okay, time's up. Yeah. Here we have a summary of our battle. We dealt 202 damage. We spent 17.2 seconds on average for each card. This is our weakness, in which character we answered incorrectly. And then we have how much XP we earned and how many levels our characters leveled up, only counting the characters that we own in our collection. If we go to our collection now, we will see that all these characters leveled up and number 7 was lost from the collection, since I answered incorrectly CE, which means right. Another thing I want to show you in my collection is the revenge section. If we go here, we will see that CE, the character that we answered incorrectly, is in this section. So the next time I face a boss or do a challenge, any characters from the revenge section will actually show up for me to answer. In this way, we actually have to practice even more the characters that we have still a hard time recognizing. So that's a very interesting mechanic that I made here. If we answered this character correctly in the next challenges and boss battles, it will earn 1 counter. If it has 5 counters, it will leave the revenge section and go back to our collection. So every character that we answered wrong in the boss battles will go to the revenge section. So maybe if we have like 20 characters here, we won't know which of the 20 characters will appear in our next battle or next challenge. And that will make us review more and try to study harder the ones that we answered wrong. So yeah, that's the main purpose of the game, is to collect characters, level them up by answering them correctly, which will show the mastery that we have on those characters. And if we answer them incorrectly, we will have them here to review and to confirm. So we have these 2 more opportunities to learn them. And also we have the revenge mechanic, which will further give us more opportunities to actually start learning those characters. The boss battle was a massacre for us. We haven't dealt any damage at all, and that's because I didn't have any characters leveled up. I have almost none of the characters that appeared in the pool, and my Shui Ping is actually pretty low. I only have level 2 Shui Ping, only 1 streak. Point that I want to make here is that I actually designed this game to make it a learning experience, a overcoming experience. So maybe if today we haven't been able to defeat the boss, maybe we suffered some casualties, losing some characters, maybe we were so close or just weren't so lucky with the power-ups, it is not over for us. We have to have this mentality of not giving up. All that grind and the preparation before the battle was actually meaningful, because every character that we answer correctly earned us an XP. Every day that we study will give us 1 more streak. Every character that we answer in the challenge mode and in the boss battles will also level up our characters. So there are more better things than bad things by studying more. So it's like this cycle of learning, level them up, failing, and learning from failure is one of the most important things. Failure is the best master, or something like that, right? But by failing, by making mistakes, we can actually have more opportunities to prove on those mistakes. That's the beauty of the game. Mistakes make us stronger. And also I want to show you the Lily's shop. In here you can actually upgrade Lily. Each XP that you earn will be 1 yuan. So that makes the time that we spend playing and actually learning more meaningful, because we can earn this money to buy Lily's upgrades. And after a few tries, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will come the day that we actually cross the forest, the sea, the mountain, the sky, we defeat the beast, and finally the Empress, to save the world with the power of the Chinese characters. Yeah, I like to say that's the beauty of the game, because that actually is. It is not a race, it's a marathon. So yeah, if you really enjoyed the game that I created, you can actually support the game here in the upgrade button. You can buy premium account that gives you full access to the game, to all the units, to all the bosses, and to the story that I created. The premium account costs only $7.99 and it is a one-time payment. And if you really enjoyed the game and you really want to support me and the project, you can actually buy the super support, which will give you all the premium content and the 7 exclusive skins that I have made. So if you buy the super support, you can go to the Lily shop and go to the skin section and you will see all the skins. There are 7 that you can collect and unlock by doing some challenges there. And it will mean a lot to me, since I have poured a lot of love to this game, a lot of thought, but I know that this game will help you guys, Chinese language learners around the world. So yeah, if you like the game and you want to really improve your Chinese, I think this is a great way to do it. It doesn't matter if you are new or intermediate or advanced, it has something to everyone. In this game you have content from HSK 1 to HSK 4, and also we have this leaderboard button in where we can see all the players around the world and their score. So if we go to the top 20, which are some of our students, early testers, they have been playing quite a bit this game. Remember that 1 XP was 1 correct answer, right? Okay, just saying. You can also filter by country and by group. In the groups you can choose which HSK you are and so on. And you also have my achievements. In here it will show you how many characters you have from each level, from like the units level. Also it will show you how the total score is calculated. You also have this activity calendar, which should be all in green. And it will show you how much XP you earn each day. Also you have all these little milestone objectives that you can complete. So yeah, there's plenty things to do. We have also composed our own music for the game that you can hear on YouTube in Macalaoshi Chinese channel. Activate the subtitles so you can understand the lyrics. And well, if you go down here, you can change the language to Spanish. Maybe in the future more languages are going to be added. You can reset your progress if you want. You can delete your account. You can give us feedback. And you can log out. That's it. So I really hope that this tutorial was useful to you and that you will have a lot of fun. A lot of hours of fun, frustration, but the most importantly, learning and overcoming. That's the main words that I want to put out there for us to make this world a better place and to save the world with Lily. Remember to recommend it to your friends, to your colleagues, and any Chinese language student that you know. I hope you like this game, that you can support the game, and hope to see you in the Macalaoshi Flashcards leaderboard. Thank you so much and have a great day.